Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Denise, aka the VA Loan Lady, coming at you today. So today's video, I want to go over some of the most asked questions about the VA loan, because I'll say it again, you call yourself the VA Loan Lady, you have to know about the VA loan. There is a ton of misinformation out there about the VA loan, so I wanted to come on here real quick, give you a few basics of questions that I hear pretty often to kind of help you through the process, especially first-time home buyers. So let's get right into it. Number one, you do not need any money for a VA loan. Yes and no. Kind of true, kind of false. So yes, there is no down payment for a VA loan, which makes it one of the best loan products out there. Does that mean that you can get a house with negative $7 in your pocket? No, you cannot. There are a few things that you are going to need liquid assets for, just a fancy word for money, when you are using your VA loan benefit. The first one is going to be earnest money. So when you decide to put an offer on a house, it gets accepted and you are under contract, you are going to need to give earnest money, which just think of it as good faith money. You're telling the seller, hey, I'm gonna buy this house, I'm serious, I'm not making you take it off the market for no reason at all, like let's do this thing. The amount of earnest money that you are going to need to give will vary from transaction to transaction. It's usually about 1% of the sales price of the house, but it does vary, so get with your realtor and kind of talk to them about that. The second thing that you are going to need liquid assets for is going to be a VA appraisal. Some companies and some loan officers will do the courtesy to the service member, and they will charge that as a closing cost, so it does not need to come out of pocket. But I think it's always good to have the money just in case. Again, it's going to vary from state to state. Right now, currently in Colorado, it runs about $750 for that VA appraisal. A VA appraisal is necessary. It has to be done. There is no way to get out of it, so do expect that. The third thing that you are going to need liquid assets for, and it is not mandatory, but it is highly recommended, is an inspection. You're buying a house, it's a huge investment. The appraisal doesn't cover everything. Have an inspector come in, make sure everything is okay. There's ceilings, there's floors, everything works, the water heater is not about to explode, things like that. Reach out to your realtor to get a good inspector, but usually you're looking at about between $150 to $400 or $500. And a hidden number 4 that you probably haven't heard about is closing costs. There are always closing costs on loans. That's just the way it is. You have to pay someone to close the loan. You have to have money to set up an escrow account. You need money for these things for closing costs, and sometimes you can get the seller to pay your closing costs, sometimes you can't. So do keep in mind that closing costs need to be paid, and it is transactional, but you may need to come out of pocket or may not need to come out of pocket for closing costs as well. Talk to your realtor and talk to your lender about your specific situation to see if you are going to need money for those closing costs. Number 2. The VA funding fee. People do not realize that there is a VA funding fee, and it does get tacked onto the sales price of your loan. So the first time that you use your VA loan, you are going to have a 2.3% funding fee. Any other time you use your VA loan benefit after that first time, it's going to be a 3.6% funding fee. The only way to get out of a funding fee is if you are 10% or more disabled, or you put money down, and that can lower your funding fee a little bit as well. So if you are in that situation or you're looking to lower that funding fee, reach out to your lender, or you can reach out to me and you can kind of talk about what that looks like for you. The more money you put down, the lower the fee gets. But again, just to recap, first time you use your VA benefit, 2.3% of the sales price, it's going to get rolled into your loan. And any other time, any subsequent time is going to be 3.6%, again, rolled into your loan. Number 3, can you use your VA loan more than once? Yes, you can. So as of right now, there is no loan limit on the VA loan. So if you want to buy a house with the VA loan for $600,000, you go. If you can qualify for $600,000, you can do it. After you have one loan on your eligibility, it is $510,400 in your bucket of loan money that you can use. So not only can you use your VA loan more than once, you can have more than one VA loan at a time. My husband and I have 2 VA loans right now. We own 2 homes. So that is a very common misconception that people think you can only use it once and you're done and that's it. It's not the case. It is reusable. Once you sell the house that you use the VA loan on, if you sell the house or you refinance into a different loan product, then that money goes back into your little bucket and you can use it again and again. Number 4, credit score. So credit score is going to depend on the lender. It varies on which lender takes what credit score. I can tell you my company takes a 580 credit score is the lowest score we will take for the VA loan. And that is not to punish people. That is to make sure that you are in a position that you can pay your mortgage back. That is to protect the borrower. So 580 is the lowest. Some go a little higher, some go a little lower, but you should probably be in that area. The higher your credit score, the better, obviously, but 580 is what I am able to take. Number 5, the VA guarantees my loan. So no matter what, I get a VA loan, period. You gotta give it to me. Not quite. The VA will guarantee the money behind your loan, but it does not guarantee the loan to you. You still have to fill out an application, get pre-approved, and see what you can qualify for with your income and your debt that you have. So the VA doesn't guarantee you a loan, it just guarantees your money behind the loan, but you still need to go through a normal pre-approval process. For sure, those things are the 5 most common questions I get about the VA loan. I hope this was helpful. If you have any additional questions about the VA loan, I got you. Put them down in the comments, shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to help always, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.